What it do, Moan on the beat, and we about to get right into the Suno WMG settlement, which is crazy. This whole AI music game is getting ridiculous. So we about to read the article and see what's going on right here. So Warner Music Group strikes landmark deal with Suno, settles copyright lawsuit against AI music generator, which is the biggest AI music generator. Let's get into it. Warner Music Group and AI music generator Suno have struck what they call a first of its kind partnership. They claim the deal will open new frontiers in music creation, interaction, and discovery, while both compensating and protecting artists, songwriters, and the wider creative community. The deal also settles previous litigations between the companies. Now, a number of things as it comes to that. I feel like the music giants, WMG, Warner Music Group being one of them, I feel like they're trying to monopolize what's going on in the music game. And because Suno was creating its own path and really almost making the big music giants be extinct sooner or later, these big companies want to come in and debo the situation. And I think that's what happened right here. But then I also think that Suno knew that this was going to happen because they admitted that they were using licensed music in everybody's catalog. So it's pretty interesting. Now, when it says while both compensating and protecting artists, I'm not sure how that's really going to work. Obviously, if Suno changes their platform to where you can use like famous people or big artists' voices and productions like Chris Brown or something like that, you'll have a population of people that's going to use that. But I feel like the average person is still going to create their own thing, and they're going to want to have that individualism going on. They want to be identified as their own unique sound, their own unique voice, their own unique artist. You know what I mean? So that's pretty interesting to see how this is going to work. Also, Suno has multiple companies suing them. Just not them. They have other big majors suing them. So what are they going to do with them? You know what I mean? So this is pretty interesting how this all working. Let's continue. The deal, according to a press release, brings together Suno best-in-class AI capabilities with WMG's artist development leadership and expertise at the intersection of music and technology. Pretty much saying we're going to take this technology and we're going to merge it with what we already got going on to make this even bigger. Therefore, we don't need no real artists. We're just going to utilize the AI to make hit songs. So the producers are going to be X'd out. Artists are going to be X'd out. If you don't see where this is going to where humans are going to become extinct and the AI is going to be doing everything because they have all the data to tell them what make hits. They can train a model based on just hits to know how to create more and more and more hits. Where are the real artists coming at? Where do they come in at? Where do the producers come in at? Where do the real producers come in at? It's getting interesting, bro. Artists and songwriters, according to the companies, will have full control over whether or not their names, image, likeness, voices, and compositions are used in new AI-generated music. In 2026, according to the press release, Suno will make several changes to the platform, including launching new, more advanced and licensed models. I think what that is, they're going to have it to where you can, if say they'll have like a Chris Brown model, you can license the Chris Brown model to probably feature with Chris Brown on a song or something like that. I think that's pretty much how it's going to work. The release added when new models launch in 2026, the current models will be deprecated. That means done, cut off. Moving forward, downloading audio will require a paid account. Right now on Suno, you could download even with a free account. Suno also says it will introduce download restrictions in certain scenarios. Specifically in the future, songs made on the free tier will not be downloadable and will instead be playable and shareable. Paid tier users will have limited monthly download caps with the ability to pay more for downloads, according to the company. What I say is that between now and January 1st, make as many tracks as possible, download as many songs as possible, run it up, because come January 1st, it seemed like this whole thing gonna be totally different. Suno has acquired Songkick, the live music concert discovery platform from Warner Music Group, and will continue to run it as a successful fan destination. The press release continued that the combination of Suno and Songkick will create new potential to deepening the artist-fan connection. I'm trying to think, okay, that's just them. What happens to all the other companies? Like, you feel what I'm saying? They have many lawsuits with many different companies. This is just one out of probably 5 that they're dealing with, and they're in litigations with. What happens to them? You feel what I'm saying? This is how you just gonna settle with one. You still have all of these people you gotta deal with who's still coming at your neck. So I'm trying to understand this. Robert, whoever this is, CEO of WMG, said, "This landmark pact with Suno is a victory for the creative community that benefits everyone." I don't think so. With Suno rapidly scaling both in users and monetization, we've seized this opportunity to shape models that expand revenue and deliver new fan experiences. I don't think so at all. What I really think is about to happen is I think that they're gonna create, because you gotta understand, man, Spotify is still in the mix. People are creating AI music to put on Spotify and put on all of the platforms. This company, Suno, right now, could start its own streaming situation and they'll go crazy because it gives the ability for more people to create, and it's making the landscape already flooded. Imagine if a company that's already making the music that don't need any real artists all they have to do is generate music and stream the music and get that. Why not? Of course, I'm WMG. Let me team up with a music generator, the top music generator, and let's create our own music. But on top of that, let's create our own distribution so we could stream all of this and we could eat. We don't gotta pay all of these artists no more. We don't gotta pay the producers. It's getting crazy, Brody. All right, so it says here that he also says AI becomes pro-artist when it adheres to our principles, committing to licensed models reflecting that value of music on and off platform, and providing artists and songwriters with an opt-in for the use of their name, image, likeness, voice, and compositions in new AI songs. I get that, but a lot of people not even gonna wanna opt in. Our partnership with Warner Music unlocks a bigger, richer Suno experience for music lovers and accelerates our mission to change the place of music in the world by making it more valuable to billions of people. Mikey Solomon, CEO of Suno, said, "Our partnership with Warner Music Group unlocks a bigger, richer Suno experience for music lovers and accelerates our mission to change the place of music in the world by making it more valuable to billions of people. Together, we can enhance how music is made, consumed, experienced, and shared. This means we'll be rolling out new, more robust features for creation, opportunities to collaborate and interact with some of the most talented musicians in the world, all while continuing to build the biggest music ecosystem possible." I now believe that Suno wanted this to happen. Why? Because they felt like if they would bring it to the attention to all of these big labels and all of the big giants in music, that they're gonna come knocking and they're gonna wanna come sue. But the big labels looking at it now, we don't wanna knock these guys off. We want a piece of that. So now these big labels such as WMG, they're gonna enhance Suno. They're gonna even turn it up even more. So Suno's like, yeah, okay, we'll settle, but y'all gonna make it even bigger, so why not? Smart move, smart move. Today's news arrives just days after Suno closed a $250 million Series C round at a $2.4 billion post-money valuation. The round was led by Menlo Ventures with participation from NV Ventures, NVIDIA's venture capital arm. Whoa, this is getting crazy. Hollywood Media, Lightspeed, and Matrix. NVIDIA is the reason this happened. It's getting crazy. WMG also settles its lawsuit with Udio last week and struck a licensing deal with the company for next generation AI music platform coming in 2026. See, I just keep hearing WMG. These other companies gonna want their paper and they're gonna want to play game too. So I don't know, man. I still don't get that part. The Udio news arrived just an hour after WMG announced a new partnership with Stability AI on Wednesday, November 19th, with the company, which the company said will advance the use of responsible AI in music generation. The settlement and licensing deals come just over a year after the RIAA on behalf of all three record companies. Man, this is crazy. Universal Music Group also settled with Udio last month, in addition to signing a deal for licensing AI music platforms set to launch in titles such as Denmark, Kodak, and Journey Geo continue to pursue copyright claims against Suno. Yeah, like, I don't know, man. Everybody wants a piece of the new technology. That's what's happening. And they're mad that they just don't have a piece of it. Because even when this happens, when you're generating music, you don't need artists. That's kind of like what I'm saying. It's like, you don't need artists. You don't need producers. It's already trained. So I don't know. Are you saying like, yo, the music that this producer made and the music that this artist made, me as a user of Suno, I'm going to have to license that sound? Like, to me, this whole thing's just not making sense. I think what people are really going to still use on Suno is the ability to make their own stuff. But people like myself and other artists, we're going to use it to kind of like just remix a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Even the lyric generation feature. All of these things is, I feel like that's what people like us is going to use. Let me know how y'all feel about this whole thing, man. I personally feel like the youth, this is going to benefit like the next generation. 20 years from now, this is going to be the new thing. 20 years from now, I personally think that robots, there's going to be AI artists. There's going to be robots that fulfill these AI artists, and people like us, the producers now and the artists now, we're just prompting. It's like a computer, and we're programming the artist to do whatever it needs to do, to perform, to sing, music videos, all these things. So that's personally how I feel. But, you know, let me know how y'all feel about this, man. Eric, it's changing very, very quickly. I feel like we still have a lot to see. I hope that Suno doesn't do what Udio is doing or did. So make sure y'all download all y'all stuff. Make sure y'all create as much as y'all can create with the current settings, because 2026 is going to change. So, man, tap in, comment, let me know what y'all think. Moan on the beat, go.